never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes.
Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw Woodif. Welcome back to another Woodif story. Now this is a redo of one of my older series of what if Shoto Todoroki had a twin sister, but this is going to be what if female deku. Sorry, what if female deku was the twin sister of Shoto Todoroki. Now I follow a couple polls up on my community tab. It's going to be a Shoto's going to be a girl. So is Luna Todoroki. That's going to be Deku in this one. They're going to be sisters and all that. I'm going to explain their quirk. I was just going to give her a straight up ice quirk, but according to the tab, the community tab, everyone wants half hot and half cold for her. So we're gonna do this. She's gonna have. I'm taking a ability from I've seen from Zelda. So she's gonna have regular fire for right now. It's it's weak, but it still burns skin, stuff like that. But later on, her fire will turn to white, will turn into blue, and it will be totally different from her older brothers. If you don't know, mean Dobby and Shota. I know Shota doesn't get blue fire in manga so far, but how I'm doing this fire is the same fire from Legend of Zelda, where it freezes. So yeah, it's kind of like a freeze fight. Luna is going to take after her mother more than Endeavor. So Ray and Inko Midoriya, they're old friends from school. Ray saved Inko from Ray saved Inko from some situation that was in school. She was getting picked on and all that stuff. So they were close friends. Inko doesn't like the marriage between her and Endeavor, nor does Ray. So let's begin. We begin as the hospital, as the doctor says, you have two. Like Shoto was born first, as a few minutes later, as like, you have another one, Ray. Miss Todoroki. That's like, what do you mean? It's like, you have twins. As, she's pushing them out. As, she sees the little Luna. As she, instantly formed a bond with her from the first time she saw her. As Endeavor's doing hero work right now, he doesn't really care. At the moment. As the oldest daughter's there. As she's fawning over the girls. As the next couple days, their driver comes to pick them up from the hospital. As Ray, still recuperating. As Endeavor's like, huh, so where's the child? As Ray's like, there's more than one. And she's like, huh, I don't care about that. As he sees, the half and half hair, I was like, I'll take that one. You can do whatever was that one. Whatever you want. I could care less. This one's going to be, I can already tell this one's going to be very useful. As you know, Ray and him are fighting. As you know, the big sister picks up Luna. As she's like, come on. As that goes on, as the years pass, Ray's been teaching Luna about her ice quirk. No, wait. We'll skip that. We'll not go to that yet. As Endeavor, takes Ray and Endeavor takes them to the quirk doctor because they're around 5 years old. As that happens, as Mr. Todoroki and Mrs. Todoroki, your daughters seem to have similar quirks. Shoto Todoroki, she has a half cold and half hot. As Endeavor smiling evilly. As his plan's going according to plan. As he's like, fine, I don't care about the other one. As he grabs Shoto, picks Shoto up. As they go off. As Ray's like, I apologize for my husband. He's a difficult man to be around. And it's like, it's fine, Mrs. Todoroki. And your daughter here, her quirk, like I said, they're quite similar. She has half cold and half fire, but her fire is, it's weird. It's very weak compared to her older sister. But her eyesight is quite amazing. It's far more superior than your older daughter's. And she's like, thank you. As Eunice's like, Mommy, why does Daddy hate me? As she's like, no, of course, sweetheart. As she doesn't really care about the quirk, really. Family issues. As over the few months, as Endeavor has been training Shoto, as Yuna and Shoto's relationship got extremely worse, as jealousy starts hitting Luna. As they get into fight, as they're like, I don't know why you're still here. After all, I'm Dad's favorite. As she pushes her. As, Ray sees that, but before she could do anything, Luna gets a, kind of a twisted smile a little bit. And she's like, hey, sister. She's like, what do you want, loser? Like, what do you want, useless? She's like, what do you want? As she throws fire in her face, as it burns her, as she starts screaming, as she smiles, and it's like, who's Daddy's favorite now? As, Endeavor comes in, what's wrong with you, girl? As she's like, who's your favorite now, Dad? As she slaps her. As, he was gonna slap her again. As, Endeavor is like, Ray stops this, like, don't hit your daughter. Keep that thing away from my daughter. As, he walks off, picks up Shoto, and, take her to the hospital. As Ray's like, why did you do that, sweetheart? She's your sister. No, she's not. It's always her. What about me? Dad gives all the attention to her, not me. It's not fair. As, the ground starts to freeze. As she's like, stop it, sweetie. As she hugs her, as she's like, what I'm gonna do. Endeavor's not gonna. He's not gonna take this line down. As the next few hours progress, as Endeavor, yelling at Ray, it's like, will not have my one child that's useful be damaged by that. Get rid of it. I don't care what you do with it, but I don't want it here. I already have enough daughters. And her fire is not all that powerful, so I really don't need a use for her. And she's like, how can you say that? Your own daughter. That's no daughter of mine. Like I said, get rid of it or I will. As he storms off. As she, sweetheart, as one of her the older sister, I don't know her name, but it's like, you take care of Luna, I have somewhere to go. Yes, mother. What's going on? I don't know. I'm going to have to do something that I don't want to. Please, please look after your sister. Yes, mother, of course. As, she has to drive her off to, the Midori residence. As that happens, as Inko gets a knock at the door, she's still married to Asashi, so Inko has not able to produce a child because she keeps getting miscarriages. So as that happens, she's like, Ray, what are you doing here? I haven't seen you forever. As she hugs her, it's like, I need a favor. I know it's out of nowhere, and she has papers, and she's like, please sit down. What's wrong, Ray? Does Endeavor know you contact me? He forbid you to contact me the last time you came over a few years ago. I know, I'm sorry, but this is very important. I'm afraid that my husband will hurt one of my daughters, and I cannot allow that. So, I trust you of all people to keep her safe, as she has, a custody papers to transfer all custodies to her godmother. And she's like, what's this? I'm giving my daughter to you. Why? Understand? I'm sorry. He's like, are you sure? Yes, my husband will hurt her. He's so focused on hurting All Might that he doesn't realize he's been hurting his own kids. I think Shoto's a lost cause. But my daughter, if she continues, in this situation, I'm afraid she's going to come even more twisted than she is. I've known you for a while, Inko. You're a good, warm-hearted person. If anything, you'll be a good influence on my daughter. And she's like, are you sure about this? You know I'll do anything for you, Ray, but are you sure? Your daughter will learn to hate you after this. You know that, right? And she's like, I know. But it has to be done. It's for her protection. As she agrees, as she signed the papers, as she finalized it after a couple days, as she's taking Luna, Todoroki, to the Midori residence. Mommy, where are we going? And she's like, you're going to start living here. What do you mean, Mom? As she's crying, and she's like, it's for your own good. I don't want to go, Mom. want to stay with you. And she's like, shut up. I don't want you anymore. As she leaves, as Inko is crying. Because, she knows that kind of hurt her to do something like that. She would rather have her hate her more than hate her own sister, but that's not going to work. She's going to have a little hatred towards Todoroki, period. And she's like, hello, dear. As, Luna is crying because, her mother abandoned her and her father's one nothing to do with her. And she's like, hi, dear. I'm Inko. I'll be taking care of you from now on. As she picks her up as she's crying. Don't worry, dear. Let's get you inside. Would you like some ice cream? And she's like, yeah. What kind do you like? We got all sorts of here. As she likes, my favorite. I'm gonna add her that she likes mint chocolate chip because I love that shit. That shit's the shit. And sherbet, those are my favorite type of ice cream. So as it's like, can I have half sherbet, half mint chocolate chip? And she's like, yeah, of course, dear. As she gives her, what she wants. As she's like, after she's like, why does mommy hate me? As she's like, your mommy's going through some things. She left me and you in my custody because me and her are really good friends. Don't worry. Your mom doesn't hate you. There's just a lot of issues going on right now. As she hugs her, it's like, don't worry. I'll have you stay. You'll stay in my room tonight. We'll get your room situated. I just gotta change my office into a kid's room, but nevertheless, that should be fine. And she takes Luna to her bed as they fall asleep, and she cries the whole night because her family like straight up abandoned her. That's what she thinks. As Inko's like laying down thinking, "Oh, Demre, your daughter's going to hate you forever. I can already see the signs. I can already see what's going to go happen." As she falls back to sleep. As she wakes up, she's like, "Morning, sweet. Morning, Miss Inko." I was like, "Come on, just breakfast. Breakfast is ready made, so it's on the table. Why don't you come down and eat some breakfast, and we'll go some shopping." Okay. As she's like, okay. As she doesn't, she's having, she's gonna have a hard process, hard, what is it called, adjusting to this new situation that she's in. As that happens, as we're gonna skip, we're gonna skip to like, sorry, we're gonna skip to the first day of middle school. She's about to hit middle school in a couple months. She's like, she got home from the library, and she's like, "Oh, sweetheart, you're home." "Yeah, Mom, I'm sorry." As like, can we talk? And she's like, "Yeah, of course, sweetheart. What do you need?" She started calling her mom a long time ago, so she's like, "What are these?" "I want to officially change my name, my last name. I don't want nothing to do with the Todorokis." "Are you sure, sweetheart?" "I want to change my name to yours, mother." "What?" As she's shocked by this. "Are you sure, sweetheart?" "Yes, I might not be your biological daughter, but I love you like you're my own mother, like you're my or like you're my real mother, regardless if we're not related by blood." As Inko smiles, it's just like, You're so sweet, sweetheart. She hugs her. Of course, if that's something you want to do, I won't force I won't tell you no. Why don't why don't we go later today, get all situated? Why don't you go to your room and, get all your stuff ready for, to get you prepared for going to school in the next couple days? And she's like, thanks, Mom. As later that day, they go to the court office. You're like, young lady, are you sure about this? Yes, I'm perfectly sure about this. Very well. From today forward, you're Luna Midoriya. Congratulations. Kids nowadays. As you know, that happens as Luna's like, thank you, Mom. That's fine, sweetheart. So what would you like for, dinner tonight? I mean, this is a special occasion. And she's like, as she tells her what she wants. Well, whatever Japanese dish, you know. I don't know much about Japanese food. Like I know a bit about Chinese food, but I don't know exactly what they eat out in Japan because I've never been out there, so I wouldn't know. So we're gonna probably stop it there, and we'll go through the first grade of middle school, and Inko and Misky know each other, but Bakugo and Luna hasn't met yet because that's gonna be quite interesting interaction. As that happens, hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. All right, bye.